Hi, my name is David Malamed, and welcome back to UncoverFraud.com. I'm a forensic accountant and fraud investigation expert of 20 years, and today I want to talk to you about a problem that's not going away. You got to see these examples, and you got to see what happens to these people who try to see the system, and then you be the judge.
Disability fraud is a big problem across the United States. Last year, the Social Security Administration received 90,000 allegations to investigate.
Why is the government sending a $1,200 a month housing voucher to a woman who lives in a $1 million plus home? In her application for benefits, the woman was truthful about her address, a gorgeous Lake Washington home that agents raided yesterday. Not the place where you would expect to find a down-on-her-luck welfare recipient. But newly unsealed court documents say a woman who receives state and federal welfare payments has been living on this waterfront property since 2003. Property records show the 2,400 square foot home with gardens and big view windows is valued at $1.2 million, who they suspect posed as a landlord renting her the house when she applied for benefits. The woman receives each month a voucher for $1,272 to pay her rent. On top of that, she gets federal and state cash payments for a disability, and even a monthly allotment of food stamps.
Walk with family here in Jacksonville. He's pushing a toddler in a stroller, occasionally glancing over his shoulder to make sure no cars are behind him. And on another day, if you watch closely, this hidden camera records him getting into his truck and after a few seconds, drives away. A few hours later, he pulls back in. It may not seem unusual, except Jose Calderon Fuentes has told the government he is so blind, he's disabled. Here, during another walk, he doesn't appear to have any trouble seeing this man or the paper he's holding to give him directions. Calderon Fuentes collected more than $43,000 in disability payments from the Department of Veterans Affairs for bilateral blindness. He was also caught on tape mowing the lawn outside his home. And if you look closely on the left, you can see his hood is up as he works on his truck. And on the right, that's him washing a red car in his driveway. He was convicted of stealing government property, your tax dollars, and sentenced to 5 years probation. This is Susan Gizzi in the orange swimsuit enjoying a day at the water park. Climbing the stairs, eventually reaching the top, no hesitation to ride. Here you see her at the bottom as she steps out of the water and heads back up. Gizzi, also recorded here during a tropical vacation, has collected more than $112,000 in workers' compensation payments for a back injury that she got while working as a mail carrier for the U.S. Postal Service in Ocala. An injury she said was so severe, she was deemed permanently disabled. Here, she's clearly excited about a scuba diving trip she's preparing to take in the Dominican Republic. This hidden camera captures it all. She's loaded up with gear, and as we continue to watch, she walks with the heavy equipment to the beach. It appears to be a bumpy ride as she heads out to sea. Gizzi was convicted of stealing from the government, again, your tax dollars. Camera video of another veteran, Veronica Hahn, who bilked the government out of more than $390,000 in disability payments. She was caught driving even though she claimed to be blind.
44-year-old Crystal Riedling uses her right arm at Disney World again, and again. This video taken by undercover agents is just one piece of evidence federal prosecutors used to prove their disability fraud case against her. According to court documents, the Army veteran claimed 100% disability on that right arm for more than 6 years, collecting nearly $304,000 in taxpayer-funded disability payments. What Riedling didn't know, a team of federal investigators was watching her Disney vacation, obtaining enough video evidence to expose her lie.
Mrs. Riedling.
Riedling was found guilty by a federal jury. Prosecutors argued the government theft would have continued if they hadn't been tipped off by Riedling's physicians. Similar videos of workers' compensation and disability fraud cases. He says the people on these videos show no signs of the disabilities they claim to have. This complex racketeering scheme took in over $100,000 by fraudulently billing at least 20 different insurance carriers. It was disrupted back in 2012, but criminals just find new ways to keep insurance fraud alive.
John Caltabiano appears to need a lot of help. Here he is being led by his girlfriend to his disability hearing in Hudson, New York. He says he lost his sight in a workplace accident 2 years earlier. I sit in the dark and listen to TV. He said in his application for benefits, I can't move around the house much because I bump into things and hurt myself. But before you start feeling sorry for him, take a look at this video, shot just days earlier. Yup, that's the same John Caltabiano. According to the feds, Caltabiano was on track to steal $1.3 million in benefits before he got caught. More than 7,000 cases are opened each year of suspected con artists trying to dupe the system. The tape reveals one thing Lawrence Pop is very good at: lying.
Do you declare, under penalty of perjury, that the information you've given me is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Like Caltabiano, Pop actually did have some legitimate vision impairment back in 2004 when he signed up for disability benefits. But he promised to notify the department if his medical condition improved or if he were to get a job or generate income. Well, his eyes did get better and he generated plenty of income. But freeloading Larry decided to keep those details to himself. There were trips to Italy, Florida, the Caymans. He even spent time driving a motorboat, towing water skiers around a lake.
This is Stephen Gillis. He's serving a 1-year sentence for welfare fraud at the Marinette County Jail.
I did what I had to do to survive.
How'd he get here? It all began in 2008. When he walked into the Marinette County office to apply for food stamps and medical assistance.
One of my many jobs before becoming an engineer, I was an actor.
So you put on an act?
Oh, I put on my Best Academy Award.
Gillis's act worked and allowed him to pull in more than $8,000 in taxpayer benefits over a 2-year period.
Tax money, then you buy a bunch of pop, and then you sell it at a gas station.
You don't know my store. We don't even own our store. Our store got shut down.
So what are you doing with all that then?
Minding our business. Just like we didn't ask you what the fuck you buying all that shit for when it's only you and your little fake ass girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay then, mind your business. Keep reporting, you know.
That's what they do. They bought all this pop on food stamps.
Already viral. It's our food stamps. You can't tell me what to do with my card.
It's fraud.
How is it fraud? Because I went in there and bought all this pop for myself? It's fraud. You just...
Hey.
You're watching Undercover Video, a sting by federal agent.
Can I get a breakfast burrito, or is it after 10 o'clock?
No. Trying to recoup your money.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From a couple who claimed to be so disabled they couldn't work. Or in many cases, even stand up very long.
Just call me Bonnie and Corey Fly. We're fine.
As if daring someone to come and get them, the Target's owners Ramona Hayes and Corey Eglash virtually put a sign on themselves, opening a coffee shop called Criminal Coffee, complete with the slogan, "The place to come when you're on the run."
Hi, and welcome back. My name is David Malamed, and I am a forensic accountant and fraud investigation expert. You've been watching UncoverFraud.com. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to like it and to subscribe below. I look forward to seeing you again. Until next time, God bless.